Tuesday. My name is Sarah Belmonte. I am the founder of Moms Out Marketing and also the owner of Design Remodel Pros. Yes, I am a business owner, a gal in construction, and a very active mom. And I wanted to create a space that supported all of the mompreneur. What does that mean? I wanted a space that we could go to, that we could share, that we could grow our businesses in, and also feel comfortable bringing our families to. A place that really nurtured the whole self of being a woman. And I didn't find that place out there, so we created it. And it's been a wonderful journey. And our big thing is always enjoy the mom journey. We are tired of being busy. We want us to be intentional. And that's why we love to bring you very, very important information every month that's going to help you with your business and help you with you personally. So today we are talking about back to school tips because it is on many of our minds. And if you're kind of scurrying around getting the school supplies or realized, like me, I didn't order the school supplies packet. Now what am I going to do? We have help for you. We have our amazing parent coach, Sapna, who'll be coming on in just a moment. But I wanted to first invite you into our community if you haven't gotten to visit us. We have a closed Facebook group. We have a mom membership with amazing membership perks and visibility. And we also do some really fun socials and community service. And guess what? Many of them include the family. Yes, whether you have an adult aged, a youngin', or you're an empty nester, or even just a woman who loves to have an amazing, welcoming environment, we want you to join us. So every first and third Wednesdays, online at 9:30, we keep it super simple. It's via Zoom. Join us, and then our socials are in person as well because we know everyone likes to get together. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to an amazing mom member, Sapna with Conscious Coaching. She is a parent success coach. She has been seen recently on Good Morning Texas, way to go, as well as WFA, Channel 8, Parents, Forbes. My goodness, lady, we are so proud of you. So without further ado, welcome, Sapna.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for that intro and having me here.
Absolutely. And we've gotten to have you on our networking, and you did such a wonderful job. I mean, everybody was just very moved, and it was great because you know how diverse our group is, whether it was someone who had a little tiny tot, or actually we had people in college and some people that just, love our community and don't have children, but everyone was able to relate. And that's what I love about what you're teaching through your book and through all of your coaching. So thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Yes. So I have been reading your book. Thank you very much. Yelling to Zenning. And I know you teach a particular kind of coaching. And you've said this word a lot. And I wanted everyone to kind of understand where you're coming from and the type of coaching that has helped so many. It's called conscious parenting, conscious coaching. Tell me more about that and what does that mean?
Yeah, in a nutshell, Sarah, this term was developed by Dr. Shefali, and she's one of Oprah's favorite coaches, and that's how I got to know her when I was raising my son, and I really needed to know what this conscious parenting is. So I got certified by Conscious Parenting in her Conscious Parenting Institute. So in a nutshell, what conscious parenting is, it puts the focus on the parent to look within. We put our unconscious ways onto our children without being aware. We are so reactive, and we put on our egoic stuff onto our children, which it's not the child's to bear. And when we do this constantly, it erodes the connection that we have with our children, and we are setting them up for many dysfunctional patterns for when they grow up. We don't want that. And
absolutely.
And also it's harder to get them to listen when we are disconnected. We want to have that relationship, lifelong relationship. So it puts the onus, the focus on the parent, on what they are bringing to the equation that we have with our children.
Well, and I'm glad you're talking about connection, because I think as we have our phones and our computers and everything else, we've feel that we're connected, but we're actually becoming more and more disconnected.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and that is a big fear of many parents.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for helping us stay connected, to be conscious and intentional in everything we're doing with our children. And so we were hoping to have you help us with some back to school tips and just understanding, that going in,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I love school, I remember I could never sleep the night before. And I mean, I'm from college to now, if I took a course, I wouldn't be able to sleep. And, for my daughter, she's getting to an age where she's having big feelings. And so I would love some tips to help us through that. Tell us what are the main challenges that you're seeing right now.
Yeah. See, that's where it all starts, Sarah, that we look at our emotions when children come with their own stuff, their own feelings. If we don't work on ourselves, we're going to get enmeshed with their feeling, and we might get frustrated, we might feel helpless, we might, even get angry and sad. Then it becomes all about us. Then we are not paying attention to what our children are going through. So conscious parenting focuses on the parent, meaning when my child, for example, comes to me and tells me about, you know what, here's the thing, they don't even know how to tell. Children communicate in weird ways. They throw a tantrum, they don't want to eat, they might yell, they might get cranky. These are some of the ways they will tell you that something is up. But if we get hooked on to whatever is happening on the surface, then we will not be able to address what's underneath the behavior. So for you to go underneath the behavior, we have to come with our landscape clean. Our counter needs to be clean, meaning we need to look into, when my child doesn't want to go to school, why am I getting all worked up? What is happening with my child? I need to get curious. You will be able to get curious when you are in a very peaceful, intentional place. It's easy, right, for us to get worked up because we want the best for our children. So when they come up to us and tell us stuff, or they're showing their anxiety in a form of crankiness, we if we don't know how to sit with our feelings, if we don't have the communication skills, the tools, the language, we are going to feel helpless. So conscious parenting is really going to give you the tools, the skills, the communication, and it trains you to get curious. We need to get curious, often curious. Children don't have that language yet to tell, Mom, I'm feeling this anxiety in my chest and it's scary. I don't know how to handle. Can you help me? No, that's not going to happen.
So speaking on the crankiness, tell me if you are on the live or the replay, does anybody else have cranky people who wake up? Now I wake up and I am excited. I'm like, woohoo. My family, I'm the only early bird, so it makes it tough for me. So tell me, how do we deal with those challenges of the morning crankiness, and how do we kind of decipher whether that's just who they are, or is there some underlying issues that we need to keep eye on?
Yeah, so you need to look for those patterns. What's happening when they sleep at a certain time and they wake up at a certain time? Are they cranky? Are they not getting enough sleep? Are there some days they wake up with much energy? Are there some days they don't want to? So you need to look at the pattern and then investigate onto what is happening. On certain days they want to wake up, and if they sleep late, they're having trouble waking up in the morning. Once you identify the pattern, then we can go back and eradicate that. Maybe they need to go to bed earlier. Maybe you need to put a alarm which wakes them up an hour early. And if you have to do that, you have to set up your routine so you are up earlier, so you can go wake them up. And you need to make sure they're going to bed early, not that you just tell them to go to bed but they're sitting with their phone. So have check on that. Get them to read a book that soothes their mind, and they're ready to go to bed. Have Nighttime is the perfect time, Sarah, when you can bond with your child, because they're tired, they're winding down, they're more susceptible to open up about their day. That's the perfect.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's really nighttime, and it backfires though sometimes, I'll tell you, for me, because my daughter and I, that's the time that we get to talk and we're laughing and we're just in bed relaxing. And then I look at the time and I realize, oh my gosh, we've been up for an extra balance, right? With everything.
Yeah. So once you notice that, then you have to keep a check on it. Maybe you keep an alarm and you tell, you know what, I love this time with us. We'll do this on a weekend, but because we have to go to school, we have to wake up earlier. How about we keep a timer? And
Yeah.
once the timer goes off, we are ready to go back to school.
It's definitely like a girl slumber party when her and I are together.
Yeah.
But it's such a special time too. So
Yeah.
you're right with that. But I guess I will have to get an alarm and be a little better about that. But now, should we already be for school in the morning? Do you recommend a certain time? Like we try and start 2 weeks before, and kind of inching to wake up earlier. Like today, we woke up at 6 to go to mass. But when do you feel like is a good time to start getting them into the new wake up times and going to bed times? Or is that something consistent with?
You need to attune to yourself first, that what works for you, have those boundaries laid out for you, because now you need to prepare, right? You need to gear up to attune to your child, meaning what do you need? You start with yourself. Maybe you need that extra 1 hour so you can wake up for your child. Maybe you need that warm milk before you go wake up your child, or that coffee before you go wake up your child. So take an inventory of what you need first. And now gear up, get ready, get creative about how to align your child with, your child best, more than any coach, more than any doctor, more than any other, any person in your family. Your child. There are some children just wake up, you don't have to even have a routine, they're ready. Some kids need a week's time, children need 2 weeks. So attune with your child. Your child best. If they're not somebody who wakes up early, then 2 weeks is a good time to start. Take them to school if required. There are some kids who are scared. So take them to, see, it's so much fun. Look at your playground, and just get them connected to their friend who's going to go to the same grade as them. Those are some things for them to get excited about.
No, I like that. We actually did drive by the school, even though my daughter's very excited, but we drove by the school, and then we kind of went over. You may already get the maps where where drop off is and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did already kind of tell her, okay, this is where your new pickup is. This is where the new drop off is. But something that strikes me that I have never heard is, which it really helps and resonates with me, with you said, check in with yourself. What do you need in the morning? And I really do need that downtime, before everybody wakes up, because that's one of the things I enjoy about being an early bird. I kind of get the house quiet for a little bit. And whether that's 15 minutes or 30 minutes, it's vital. It's my day. So I like that. Just first kind of working on the self-care that we need as moms. What is it that we need? And then how do we make sure we're then adding in the needs of the children too? Because
you fill your cup first, right?
Yes, trying. Who else has trouble filling their cup first? Let us know on the live. I know we got some thumbs up. I hear you. Well, yes, thank you for that. And it's so true. There's no set way. Just to repeat what you said, there's no set way. So really tune into what your child needs, for those morning routines or setting those schedules. Now, is there anything, I know you've mentioned on your interview with Good Morning Texas about there is sometimes anxiety that the kids have. What are signs we should be looking for that we may be missing? Like, how can we be better listeners for our kids?
Yes. See, they show up, the anxiety is going to show up as having tummy aches. They're going to complain. They're going to say, Mom, I don't feel like going to school. My tummy hurts. My head hurts. They might have a big tantrum. They might dilly-dally in the morning, not wanting to go to school. They might say, I don't want to wear this. They might pick up fights that you didn't expect, like, I don't want to wear this, I don't want to wear that. So look out for that. These are all the ways the child is going to show their anxiety. That is the moment we pause. We need to really, really pause, delay our response. Because what happens is we are so reactive. We have it's almost second nature for us. When the child shows up something and we become reactive, we rush to help them, or we rush to push them through the door to go to the school. So delay that, because that is going to give you more time to respond to your child. And sometimes they just need to be heard, meaning we zip we zip up and really attune to your child, and we lead with curiosity. Get curious and ask, what's going on, what's going on with you? Are you worried about this? Just let them talk. They might first start off saying, oh, I don't like this clothes, I don't want to eat this. It's okay. It's okay if they don't want to eat. That's all right. If they don't want to wear certain things, that's okay. These are all anxiety showing up. And then once they come back, have that conversation with them. They will tell you what they need from you. If you really listen, like they might say, I'm anxious in the morning, then ask them, what can we do? What can we do? Maybe they want to take their favorite stuff to school. Maybe that would reduce their anxiety. There's so many other creative ways. Then you can check in with their teacher if they can bring something they want to take with them to the school. They will tell you. If you're listening, they will. But we rush, right? We want to fix them. We feel anxious for them. That's where
Yeah.
it starts.
No, I can definitely understand that, and I think there was one time my daughter wanted to take her like kind of her lovey, and I knew they couldn't take it to school, so I was
Uh,
like, well, can we just put it in your backpack? But you can't take it till the end of the day. You can't take it out until you're in the car. So it's kind of listening, and also I was thinking about for people on if they could share where have they felt the best places to listen to their kids. Like I said, I think for us it is going to bedtime. Have you found other places or times that are good to just be able to sit down? And I know we can always listen to our kids, but sometimes there's just like when they're stuck in the car, I feel like that's kind of a good time too.
yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, because you're not face to face, you're, sideways. That's a perfect place for them to open up. That's true, Sarah. Car is a great place, especially if you have teenagers. That's the best place.
Preteen, teenager, and going up.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I wanted to share that Lauren Miller is on, and she says, "Love that. Hear them, don't react to them." So listening is a great key, definitely. Well,
Teens and preteens, music they would like to hear before going to school is another great way to lift them up, or some morning music that they would like to hear. I personally don't like my son's music, but that's a great way for me to connect with him. Uh, if I'm listening to the songs he's like his eyes light up that I want to listen to what he's listening to, and then that's a great way for us to talk about his day or what he wants or his whatever is showing up for him.
yes, I love that. That's great. Okay, wonderful. And can you tell us any other common struggles that you've seen for back to school? So we've talked a little bit about schedules, and then really listening the points of where they may have show signs of anxiety.
Mhm. We can deal with whatever is showing up for our child. It could be any ways. Important is we check our reactivity, because it's going to amplify whatever is showing up on your child if we don't pay attention to whatever is coming up for us. Because the reason I'm saying this, Sarah, because this was a big trigger point for me. For me, being on time is so important. So my son, when he used to dilly dally in the morning, I used to get anxious. The story I would say was, "Oh, he's going to be late to school. He's going to get tardy, and this is going to affect how his year looks, and people are going to blame me and wonder what kind of a mom I am." I used to go into my own internal talk, which used to affect me getting him to school actually. So I used to get stressed because he was stressed and being very slow. And the children are, this is how they are, and they have this right of way to be a bit slow or be a bit anxious about things, and not wanting to go to school. So it puts the onus on the parent. They need to borrow that calmness from us. So we need to be calm. Once we do that, actually it became faster. The more and more I started practicing being calm, he would pick up on my calmness and he would hurry up. Okay, let me wear my shoes. Okay, yeah, I know we're getting late. So that is very important. Like I said, go back, see what you need, and prepare. Once, you won't believe the number of creative ways you can connect with your child when you come from that calm space.
Yeah, so one thing I've chosen is, instead of saying hurry up when we're in a rush, because what morning aren't you probably in sometimes, especially since I have two with such an age gap, getting both ready and in the car. We have big personalities. So I have stopped using the word, okay, hurry, or we're running late, but be intentional. Whatever you're doing, just do it with intention, do it with purpose, instead of, because I have explained to her that that will allow you to do it faster,
Yes.
without the distractions. Focus, get your focus.
That's true. And we need to show them, right? We need to model what like that focus looks like. They don't know what it looks like. So we need to constantly be the role models of those, whatever we want our child to pick up on.
Absolutely. So you are definitely preparing us. I feel like, I feel like inside you're helping us with our mind, preparing us for back to school. And I really like that. I think the other thing that I think of are how to prepare, like, our homes and our lives, and like the lunches and those things. I mean, those are things that I actually love to do in advance, like the meal prep.
Oh, yeah. If you have the bandwidth, do the meal prep, have things ready. But I would tell moms, especially, don't put so much stress on yourself looking for the perfect meal and the healthy meal, because if you're putting that stress and it's you are getting worked up, that's not going to be worth it.
Okay.
What is your space? What is your bandwidth? Can you get them one good meal?
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. Your child needs your intentionality, your peace. That is going to feed them more than any healthy food you're going to give them ever. So focus on that.
I love that, because I feel like it's nourishing the soul, it's a different way of nourishment. And I was just thinking about this because I asked my daughter, I said, well, do you want to buy lunch this year? Is it, because we really make the lunch, and then she has money in the account she can
Yeah.
use if she wants to. She's like, I think I may want to buy lunch. Oh, I already made a mistake, Sapna. Because the first thing after she said, I think I want to buy lunch every day, I was like, well, maybe we can do it some days. I wasn't listening. As a result, I was like, I wasn't listening. Well, okay, so I think I'm going to change it. Hey, I'm not here because I am in any way perfect. We are here because we are all a work in progress.
Oh, yes.
So I will let y'all know that, and I say that very often. But I think it's important to have that support system. So I think in listening to her, what I could do is maybe just have one healthy snack that she can add on to the lunch, because I don't know that they're the healthiest. Okay, I'm gonna try and stretch. This is the hard part, right, Mom?
Yeah.
The reality. Yes, we want to say we're gonna listen, but then I just realized that I really did. I wanted to change it the second she told me.
And also pay attention to the cultural stories we are bought into, and then we end up feeling guilty, even for not doing something, yelling at them. We become reactive, and then we feel guilty about it. Like we want to pack those lunches, and when we don't, please, please, please don't. There is no need to feel any guilt. Do the best you can. Your child needs you, not any of any of the other stuff.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. That's so funny. And I mean, this is why we want to talk about mom topics, because
Yeah.
I feel like we just learn from each other and different
Yeah.
experiences. There is no, as I love your book, there's no one book for everything in life, but this can be a foundation. So we have to kind of work on ourselves, and I love that you have come in and are bringing these types of topics into Moms Out Marketing. Thank you very much for doing that.
And I love your community, Sarah. I just love you guys are so, supportive, and we talk about everything. Nobody feels like left out. Everybody's included. So I just love it, guys. You need to come here. Sarah is an absolutely amazing leader, and you would love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And yes, if you want to connect with Moms Out Marketing, we have our closed Facebook group at Mompreneurs Unite. So all women are invited in there. If you're a business owner, come in, feel the difference in the support we're ready to give to you. Every Monday, we have Mom Member Mondays. So we want you to tell us about your business, what you're working on. Tuesdays, we get to do social media boosts. Yes, we are working for you and helping you get those numbers up and pass those crazy algorithms, right? Wednesdays, we have our networking every first and third Wednesdays of the month, 9:30 via Zoom. How easy is that? No driving time. Let's save you time, save you energy, and work on the things you need to for your business, because we're talking about business topics in there. And then Friday, we get to celebrate your wins. And that's why I started this meeting out celebrating you. Sapna, I am so proud of the journey. Thank you for letting me be part of it. Your journey has just been wonderful to watch and see you blossom.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Help so many people. Thank you. Yes, so be sure that you're out there supporting our group. How can you help our mom community? Share it. Go out there. Maybe you're not a mom, but you just, or you're a dad, or anything that you feel needs, that people that need this type of community. Share our Facebook page, Moms Out Marketing. Share our Facebook group. We're here. And remember, small businesses, more than ever after COVID, have been struggling. I'm hearing it more and more. I'm seeing doors closing, and we don't want that. We want to support our small business owners, because these are people who have put their heart and soul into everything. And remember, there's a meme that says, you're not supporting this big corporation, you're helping someone get music lessons. And so reach out to Sapna. Please do, and see how you can support her business in any ways. I know you're looking particularly for PTA introductions, correct?
Yeah, that would be amazing. I give workshops, I give seminars, and it's free. And for PTAs, I just love talking to mothers and their struggles, because I've been through it. I didn't have what I have right now, so I would really like to connect to PTAs. It's a great place.
Yes, and you also do, would you do for churches or any type of community events that may need to contact you?
Yes, any mom groups, I'm there, community events, PTAs, clubs, book clubs, and I give one-on-one coaching. If I have clients coming through you, I give a percentage off. Yeah.
Yes, I even think of like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. Those would be great introductions. So let's see how we can each support each other. Sapna's information is down below. Please connect with her at sapnaradcoaching.com, sapnarad.org, and Facebook and Instagram, Sapnarad Coaching. All right, thank you so much. Before we go, I want to tell everybody about our August networking. So hold on just a minute. So we have our August networking. We're talking about Canva. If you haven't used Canva, it's an amazing program. I've used it for quite a bit. It makes my life easier. You don't have to go searching through all the different photo areas. They have the photos ready for you, easy mock-ups. I work with my team on it. And we have a specialist coming in who both works with Canva, AI, and graphic design, who's going to be showing us how to use Canva better for our business, right? So that is Wednesday, August 7th and 21st, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. You will be surrounded by wonderful people who are ready to see you grow. Invite someone. We'd love to have you on. And after you visited for a time, we want you to become a member, okay? Because that helps this space grow, and it helps us bring even better support systems for those who show up. And we want that to be you. So Sapna, thank you so much for joining us today. It was an absolute pleasure. And just everyone for back to school, you got this. I think, what would you say if there's one takeaway you want moms to know with going back to school? What would you say that would be, Sapna? One
Oh,
takeaway.
okay. One takeaway, take the deliberate pauses. Pause as often as you can, delay the response. It's going to put you in a place of power and you'll be amazed.
All right. Thanks so much. I'll see you later, Sapna. All right, everyone. That was our live mom back to school text. And tomorrow we'll see you online. Know that only we do a small portion of it live. The rest of it is you must register for that Zoom. So we will see you very soon. Thank you. Keep enjoying the mom journey, and I will see you soon.